Greetings, everybody. Yo me llamo Pablo de FitSpaz RECOVERY. Pablo el Productor. Yeah, what's going on, everyone? What a day we have here in Colorado. Yes, I'm going to do a weather report. We had a crazy blizzard. I went to bed last night at 12:30 because I'm in the middle of this TV show, and when I'm done with my work during the day, I'm watching TV. And I'm going to bed at 12:30, and I look outside and no wetness, no snow, all dry, all melted from the previous snow we had a week or two ago, and wake up this morning to a gigantic blizzard. I mean, we're talking giant snow drifts. Everybody online is posting crazy stuff about the weather here in Colorado today, as it was appropriately described to me. Colorado weather is bipolar. I used to call it schizophrenic, but I think bipolar is more applicable because of the way it can just flip-flop from one thing to another. I went on a walk last night. I had a lovely time walking through the park at around 6:30. It was almost 70 degrees. The sun was playing hide and seek, coming out, going behind the clouds. I took some pretty pictures, and I really enjoyed it. I had a tranquil walk, and that was on top of the other exercise I did yesterday. In a little bit, I'm going to talk about my challenge group coming up on the 4th of April, starting, I believe it's Monday, the 4th of April. It's a 22-minute hardcore, and I'm really excited about the one, but I'm going to talk about it later. Right now, what I want to get into is more about meditation. I was just thinking I want to just kind of talk about it today. Meditation is one of my morning routines, okay? I get up from bed, and what I do is I drink my workout pre, and I come down to my basement, and I have it all darkened. I go into my quiet sound booth, and I meditate. And usually the set amount of time I've been doing it daily is 18 minutes. And it's a nice little routine I go through. I have it all written out. And my goal is to eventually put that out to people and offer it to people for free. And that is what I'm going to do. I just have a routine of things I go through that mellows me out, gets my mind in a certain state. And I have to be honest with you, it is very calming, very soothing. When I come out of it, I can feel the calmness in my body. When I sit and observe it, I'm like, oh yeah, because it involves the cultivation of relaxation is what I say, and also cultivating patience, cultivating focus, and all these things are supposed to help make me more motivated, help me interact and engage more with people, and also, I feel like the first step to me helping others is being able to successfully help myself. I call it, when I'm meditating, the cycle of paying it forward. So when I'm meditating, I will say, I will first help myself, and then in turn, I will be able to help others, who then in turn will be helping me achieve my goals. And that's just like a positive cycle of paying it forward, in my view. And cultivating relaxation is big to me, because a lot of what I've read in personal development the past year has to do with, specifically, when you're in a good state of mind, when you're calm, when you're not emotional, that's when you come up with the best solutions to your problems. Like, rather than being all bent out of shape and reacting overboard and emotionally, you have a calm approach to things, a more methodical, peaceful approach. So that's a big part of the goal of meditation for me, to cultivate relaxation in the body, in the mind, in the spirit, to seriously just benefit all of the three that I just mentioned from relaxation. I think relaxation has a myriad of benefits in life. So when I'm meditating, I focus on healing my body, healing my mind, and clearing my mind, letting all the rubbish go, letting all the tension and stress go. That's the whole point. There's part of the meditation when I say, this is my time of the day to let go of all the regular stresses of life and just be peaceful and calm. And it works. Most of the time it works. I've probably been doing this, I'm nearing a year that I've been meditating very regularly, almost every single day, with the exception of a few days. And there's been a lot of benefit for me. I do think I'm a calmer person. I think a few people notice it too, with the exception of some people who just choose to think of me as bad no matter what. Forget them, that's not my point. That's discouraging, but hey, that's part of the morning routine, is letting go of those things I have no control over. And meditation, just like my fitness, is something that I feel is empowering. It's something that I have that gives me control over details in my life. And so I'm into it. I don't feel like it's a normal day now. I'm so into the habit. It's not a normal day when I get up and I can't meditate. So consequently, I get up and I do that every day prior to my exercise routine. And in between that and exercise, I say my prayer, which is a little different. And I'm not going to talk about that right now. But what I want to say about it is, it cultivates your spiritual abilities, in my opinion. Like, you're getting more connected to something that is like the higher power I've talked about a little bit before. Because it washes away all the nonsense. I feel like if you are a conduit for something like that, you're much better off. You're more able to touch and reach that, obviously touch metaphorically, than you are without these practices. A lot of people, I've tried to get into meditation. A couple have tried, and they've had some interesting results as far as the level of success and the amount of sort of payback they get from it, personal and otherwise. And some people are like, "Oh, I just can't do it. It's not me. My mind is too busy, and I can't focus. There's too much on my mind." And it really is like, you can't just do it one day and go, "Well, I can't do it," because it's a process of personal growth. It's learning to develop the habit of being able to let go. When I'm doing it, I have these habits. When my mind starts trailing off on a thought that's irrelevant to what I'm doing, I tell myself, let go, and if it's relevant, it's going to come back to me afterwards when I'm finished. And so you have to literally surrender to that. I also go into it knowing that, hey, sometimes I am more scatterbrained on certain days. Some days it's a real challenge, but I get up to a certain point, I'm guessing 7 or 8 minutes in. I know it's when I'm saying these certain things to myself and I'm breathing. All of a sudden there's just this clarity that starts coming over me, and I'm like, ooh. And even toward the end, my mind, if and when it wanders, I'm like, this is almost over. Just let go of that. And the way I say it when I'm meditating is like, let it flow down the river. I have all these water metaphors, what I'm telling to myself. I take a deep breath on one part and I say, imagine you're like a large body of water, calm and still, except with great potential and power when destiny acts upon it. And then I go on to say, and destiny is gravity, and you are gravity, and you carve the canyons out to your liking, and you shape the face of the earth. I tell myself that. When I have a thought, I say, let it go, let it just flow right down the river. I liken it to standing in a river and just kind of rolling with the flow of the river, like floating in it. And then a thought will pass by, and it's like I grab onto that thought and I start daydreaming, and I'm like, no, 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 no. This is not an exercise in daydreaming. The whole point is to clear my mind, so I let that go. And I tell myself to let that go. I don't hold on to it. I don't use a lot of strength or energy holding on to it. I literally tell myself, just let it flow away like I'm in a river. And it's kind of extraordinary because there have been very few times, probably less than 5 times since I started meditating. There have been less than 5 times where I was so preoccupied and frustrated that it really interrupted my ability to do that. And so I openly I question myself, like, what benefit am I cultivating long term doing this? Am I really developing a calm personality out of this. And part of the reason I got into this was I quit smoking marijuana and I was very frustrated and unhappy. And I've just been trying to develop myself spiritually and letting myself be open-minded and more calm. Does it benefit me for the long term? I think it does, because you know what? I was talking on here a little bit not long ago that when my daughter comes to me, I've decided to compromise doing it a little bit because she's here with me and I don't want to like go and hide in a closet for what amounts, it comes to be like 35, 40 minutes that I'm in a closet and she's up there watching TV doing whatever, and I'm like, you know what, she's a youngster and I want to take that time in the morning and have more of that time with her. And I did that this past weekend. So there were 3 days that I did not have my meditation routine. And I still get in a prayer routine because every night when I put her to bed, I go through my exact prayer routine, putting her to bed, that I go through in my quiet room in the morning after meditation. But I didn't meditate. And I sincerely felt more agitated. I sincerely felt more easily I could lose my patience over certain things. I mean, I noticed this difference. So what I'm personally going to do to try and make up for that difference in a way that leaves me free to be around my daughter and even have her join in. I've mentioned this a little on here before. I'm going to draw pictures. So like my routine in to replace meditation on those days is going to be to draw pictures, because when I draw pictures, I even read this, someone did a study, I feel really calm. I can kill a half an hour to an hour so fast just doodling. And I love doing that, listening to talk radio or whatever, and I find that I listen really well while I'm drawing and doodling, and I feel really calm. So that's going to be my replacement for meditating when I'm with my daughter. But I did notice a distinct difference not meditating this weekend for 3 days in a row. I felt more like, ugh, and I didn't draw. That's exactly what I should have done. But I had issues this weekend, people. And thank goodness those issues came up this past weekend, because I'd be in a world of difficulty right now. I had a leak on my roof on my last day with my daughter on Sunday. So I had to call my mom to watch her while my dad and I got up on the roof and fixed this leak that was around this little fixture that it's the fixture that puts out the exhaust from the furnace. And so I had to do that. And by the way, just diverting, I have been doing so much better with my nutrition, which is good. So, but like I was saying, the whole point of me quitting drugs is to try and feel as good as I possibly can through every natural means possible. Getting the proper sleep, getting the proper nutrition, getting exercise. And so my nutrition has been improving a lot. Like I've been reducing dairy and cheese quite a bit, and I don't know that I'm losing a lot of fat around my belly just yet. It's still early, but I have learned to cook a few new things that I really like, and I'm enjoying my new sort of clean salad routine for lunch, and I'm just tweaking my nutrition percentage by percentage, and things are getting better, and I really like that. Also, last time I think I did a show, I was telling you this is my accountability for my sleep, and so the last 3 nights I've gone to bed with no screen. It's like I go up to my room, I get ready for bed, I go to the bed and lights out. Instead, prior, I was getting on my phone and spending like an hour sometimes on my phone, just staring at my phone, being halfway exhausted, wanting sleep, but like screen time, which is not good. So I put that away, and I'm just going straight to bed now. All very good changes, I think, that are having a positive impact. And the nutrition part, actually, I think is causing me to have less backwash, which I'm having right now. I was just about to tell you, it's so much better. And it's like, once I start thinking about it, it's like, oh. So in any case, I'm following these routines. I'm tweaking my habits all the time. It's always a little process of improving here and there, and things are pretty good. And so we're about 15 minutes in, and I want to jump into my next segment of the show, okay? Here we go, everybody. Yes, yes, yes. You know what that is up there. That is a new program. I'm starting to do a new program, and here it is right here from Beachbody, okay? I am starting a new program coming up on August 4th. On April 4th, I'm starting this new program called 22-minute hardcore. And I did not think this was going to be so hard to open up while I was doing this. But here goes nothing. So I ordered it and I'm opening it up. And fortunately, if you buy this program from Beachbody, if you buy a challenge pack, you get a free month of on demand. So right there, that's Beachbody on demand, and you can buy a challenge pack and you can have access to that program among many other free programs that come with it. And oh goody, okay. So I just ordered the whole program here, and what is included in the deluxe one, which has all the workouts. I got this Shakeology cup, which I don't use these that much, but it's nice to have because I'll go on the road. Yes, very good. I'll go on the road and I'll use that. It has these size portion container things, which is pretty cool. Also, some of the deluxe workouts here. Special ops. I've heard how hard the cardio in the core and the resistance workouts are on this. Special ops. Yeah, man. And battle buddy workout. And guess what? I don't have a buddy to do that with, so... We'll see. Someday maybe I will have a buddy. Maybe I'll have a woman I'm with. And here are the main DVDs right here. This is something I'm very excited to do. I've done the cardio one from this program twice, and I've also done the core one, which is just your abdomen workout basically. And here we have a sandbag, and you fill it with 20 pounds of sand, and you get some unique workouts. And yes, I ordered a t-shirt. Next summer I decided I'm going to be like essentially a Beachbody billboard because I love this company and I really want to help people and build a team. And so that's why I'm doing this today, because I want to just show you guys what I'm doing. So it's a very military theme style workout, and it's done by Tony Horton as the trainer, and it's intense for 22 minutes. Last week I did it at Fit Club, and 4 minutes in I was like, holy mackerel, this is overheating the crap out of me, and it was an amazing feeling. And the theme is really fun. They are outside when they're doing this cardio workout, and the beautiful sun and the colors with the Humvee in the background. Everybody's got on the camouflage khaki pants going on, and everybody's doing things in unison. And so if you want to get fit, if you want to challenge yourself and try something new, this is an 8-week program, and I think there's 1 day off per week where you get to rest and recover, which is essential. And I'm doing this, and I would love it if other people would join me in doing this. It's gonna be fun, in my opinion, and I'm going to get good results. I know I'm going to get good results. Personally, it feels great finishing one of these workouts. So it's 22 minutes a day. You can get super fit. You can get super healthy. If you see some of these before and after shots of people, the change is remarkable and it's extraordinary. I wish people would try it with me. If you're a veteran, you might really love it, because you have this love of the military. And if you're just wanting to try something with a little bit of that flavor, it's fantastic. I endorse it. Oh, so if you want to do this, send an email to paul@fitspaz.com or go to fitspaz.com. I put up a page that's right up there. It's the first link on the site as you scroll down, and you can read more about this program. You can see a video to introduce you to it more. And I would love for people to do this with me. So seriously, people, come on, let's do this. Come on. Seriously. I want to have a group on Facebook where we are helping each other with accountability. I'm going to be there every day posting, this workout is what I did, this is how it went for me, and so forth. And so that's it for that. What shall I wrap up this little recording I'm doing today with? Okay. I don't know. Today, because of the blizzard, I'm not going to Marijuana Anonymous, which kind of bums me out because I like getting out and around those people. Doing so is one of the little things I do to stay consistent with my wanting to engage more with people, to to connect more with people, to build relationships with people. So I'm bummed I'm going to miss that tonight. But if it melts substantially, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll have another chance to hit another meeting this weekend or something at some time. It's going to be tough because of the Easter holiday, but I know that this is important to me doing that. I go back there and I refocus on my intent and my goals to not drink and do drugs anymore. And it's multifaceted. It has a lot to do with me quitting. It has a lot to do with my overall mood. I know how much better I feel when I'm not doing that stuff. And yeah, you get a thrill for the first few minutes, but then after 5 or 10 minutes, I'm kind of in a scrambled mindset where I don't like it. You don't get to turn off being drunk and high as quickly as you turn it on. So I can remember so many times when I got high and I was like, okay, I've had my fill. I wish I could just be out of it just as fast as I got into it. And it is not like that. So I have to build up this intellectual, robust defense. Like, no, no, no. I cannot just indulge and do it because I'm immediately in a mindset where I don't want to be. But yeah, things are going pretty good. I know I've expressed some frustration maybe on the last couple shows, but today I feel pretty good. I feel good about the fitness. I boosted a post for that challenge group I want people to be a part of on Facebook, and I've been getting some likes on that post, which is cool. We'll see if I can talk some of those people into joining me. And so I hope to have a group of a few people at least, and we'll just like push each other and get some great results. But I will miss that meeting tonight. I'm going to brave the traffic and the weather in my Toyota Tacoma and hopefully won't get stuck going to my parents' house for dinner. And so I don't know, is it time for me to wrap this up? Or is there something that I can talk about? Is there something that I can joke about? Don't want to get into super political talks. I've talked a lot about how I try to read positive books to cultivate a personal mindset that is positive. And lately I've been listening a lot to Alex Jones, which is riveting, but it's also very dark and sad in a lot of ways. And so I cycle out of that, and I will come back to Shalene very soon. I love listening to that lady, and so that's pretty much it. I want to actually wrap this up now and tell you guys how much I love you for those few people listening. If you like this, I appreciate it when I put the show announcements out. If you will share it or tell your friends, if you know people who want to be into fitness, who want to be healthier, who want to get sober, I have kind of like a perspective about it. And so, that's it, people. This is FitSpaz.com. I am Paul the producer, or as I said at the beginning, Paul el productor, Pablo el productor de FitSpaz Recovery. Hola. Hola, ¿cómo estás, amigo? Yes, I studied some Spanish in high school, and I don't know that much. I'm just goofing. So, FitSpaz.com is the website you can visit to find out more info about me or see previous shows. You can also subscribe to the social media there or watch the videos on YouTube. All those links are there. Send feedback to paul@fitspaz.com. Let me know what's up with you. I want to hear from you, etc. And I want to thank Kevin MacLeod for the great musical backdrop that I have the privilege of playing on this show. And other than that, this is kind of a little shorter than usual, but I want to thank you all for listening. If you got through it or if you liked it, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you guys soon, more than likely 1 week from today. My whole deal has been doing these things on Wednesday, so that's what I want to keep up. And peace, everybody. This is one of the things I've been doing lately that I could say is consistent, and I hope that eventually this pays off. I I just sort of need it, you know. It's therapeutic for me to sit there and talk. It keeps me focused on my goals. It keeps me focused on wanting to be better for you guys because I do want to inspire you guys, and I'm also looking for you guys to inspire me with your progress. So hit me up. I'm here.